you. Not bad. It's always great to be here at the Actors Temple, the only synagogue with more comedy benefits than actual services. Happy to help them raise some money. I don't know what they're spending it on. Apparently not the sound system. No, it's wonderful. I love performing. It's a great room for comedy because there's nothing more conducive to light entertainment than walking in and seeing 300 plaques to dead Jews on the wall. I am the last comic of the evening. The show's been on for about 14 hours. And we've raised $280. This is the least effective telethon in show business. But although I am the last comic, I am not the end of your entertainment for the evening. After I leave, we're bringing up a plate spinner. Only Orthodox Jewish plate spinner uses 2 sets of plates. No, I love this temple. It's very nice, and I'm Jewish, but I'm Jewish, but my ex-wife is an Irish Catholic, so we got to raise the kids Catholic, and it's fine. It works out fine. It's no big deal. But I think my kids might be a little anti-Semitic, just a little. You hear comments. I don't like to make a big deal. Every time my son, he was 4 years old, he asked me if I'd buy him his own real car. I thought that was cute. I said, no, Dad, you can't do that. That costs too much money. You know what he said? He said, you people. That's all you have to do. My kids built a clubhouse in the backyard. I asked if I could join. My 8-year-old pulls me aside. He says, look, if it were up to me. But I actually think the Gentile kids have the more fun holidays. They have the more fun holidays for kids. They do. They get Christmas, it's great, Santa Claus and Mariah Carey and all the good stuff. Easter egg hunts, chocolate bunnies. It's fantastic. Jews, we get holidays like Sukkah. So we got to go outside and build a hut. A great holiday for the Jewish people who are so well known for our carpentry skills. I remember I'd ask my dad to explain to me the meaning of the Jewish holidays, and he would get aggravated because I'd catch him off guard, and frankly, I don't think he knew the answers. Including my father, the entire history of Judaism, thousands of years of getting our ass kicked. On the rare occasions there's a day we didn't get our ass kicked, that's a holiday. I said, Dad, explain Passover. What's Passover? Well, this Pharaoh was trying to kick the Jews' ass, so we fled into the desert, where we got lost for 40 years, and nobody could find us, so they couldn't kick our ass. Okay, happy Passover. Enjoy your bitter herbs and horseradish. Well, Yom Kippur, what's a Yom Kippur? For one day, you don't eat anything. Then you'll be so weak and headachy from hunger, people will feel sorry for you. For one day, they won't kick your ass. Okay, happy Yom Kippur. Enjoy your delicious nothing. Okay, what about Hanukkah? Hanukkah, for 8 days we hid in the temple. It's a festival of hiding. So what happened on the 9th day? On the 9th day they found us, they kicked their ass. Okay, happy Hanukkah. Go play with your dreidel. That's another thing. Christmas presents, toys, gifts, cash, money orders, appliances. The deed to a cattle ranch in Montana. Hanukkah, what do you get? You get a dreidel. What's a dreidel? It's a top. This is a disappointing present for a kid of any age. Oh, we jazz it up with a big musical number, right? Dreidel, 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 I made it out of clay. You get that? You get the angle? You don't even get the dreidel. You get a lump of clay until you go make your own dreidel. Hanukkah, it's a Hebrew word. You know what it means? Loosely translated. It means the Irish kid who lives next door is getting a new bike. And you're not. And then as a kid, I always thought like the Gentiles' kid's superhero Jesus was just a little hipper than our superhero, Moses. And I thought Jesus would be like, more fun at a party, you know. Moses at a party, kind of a downer. Take the movie The Ten Commandments, which, like most American secular Jews, is where I got the bulk of my biblical training as a child. The Jewish people have fled from Yul Brynner. Eddie G. Robinson's got them out in the desert, drinking and smoking and worshiping golden calves, you know. Charlton Heston comes down from the mountain, pissed at everything. As a kid, I would watch it and I think, Moses, why so cranky? You're just blowing off steam. After all, you're the one who got him lost. And where have you been the last 40 days? Oh, up on a mountain talking to shrubbery. Jesus, on the other hand, shows up at a party, finds out they're running low on booze. Turning water into wine. Anything else? Would you like some more dip? Accommodating guy. Solving problems. He's solving problems. What do you got? What do you got? You're blind? Bing, bang, boom. You can see. Okay, let's go. Hey, what do you got? You're dead? Hey, get up. You can walk. Get up. What do you need? You need steaks? I got steaks. Steaks fell off the back of the truck. I'll get it in the car. I'll give you some steaks. Make a thing I've been working on the road a lot lately, which means I've been flying way too much lately. And it's miserable up there. Oh, it's miserable up in the plane. It's just the worst. I'm from New York, so I fly out of New York a lot. I'm originally from the Bronx. Are you from the Bronx?
I lived in the Bronx Zoo for 7 years.
Yeah. Do you still live there?
I went to Konig and now I'm in Manhattan.
It's so good to hear your entire life history, sir. Well, I don't fly out of the Bronx because, as you know, sir, there's no airport in the Bronx. Boy, if there was an airport in the Bronx, that'd be some miserable airport, right? Yeah, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Bronx Air Flight 127. This is your captain speaking, Captain Vinny Pucci. Little safety announcement. There is no need to check your gun. If you do not have a gun, one will be issued to you on the plane. We'll be showing a movie on the flight tonight. Our movie tonight is the sequel to My Cousin Vinny. It is entitled My Other Cousin Vinny. It stars Joe Piscopo, Joe Pesci, Joe Ganascoli, Joe Montagna, and Jason Schwartzman as the accountant. We got a special deal on the Bronx Air frequent flyer credit card at an annual percentage rate of 104.3%. Special sign-up bonus, sign-up today, you will get continued use of both your legs. Your flight attendant, Fat Tony, will be around. We are serving dinner on a flight tonight. Our dinner tonight is meat lasagna. My mom made it. It's got veal, pork, chicken, sausage, beef, and a meat sauce. Our vegetarian dish tonight, same thing. Thank you for flying Bronx Air. If you enjoy the flight, tell your friends. If you don't enjoy it, hey, forget about it. Tricks to make it more comfortable. You know, like I always make a point of like getting online early, and I pay the extra couple of bucks to sit in the exit row, you know, for the leg room, right? Exit row, the exit row. That's the first class for the working class. But they make you lie. You got to be dishonest to sit in the exit row because they come out and they ask you, in order to sit in the exit row, leg room, would you be willing to help out in an emergency? And of course, I say yes. The truth is, I would panic and shove women and children out of the way. But recently, 2 weeks ago, I'm on a plane, and I never saw this, but for the first time, an honest man in the exit row. First time I've ever seen an honest man, because they come around and say, in order to sit in the exit row, leg row, would you be willing to help out in an emergency? Yes, yes, yes. Well, what would that entail? said, no, I just need a verbal yes. What do you mean? Guy says, I don't think so. No. This is the chocolate factory. You had the golden ticket. You were Charlie, now you're Augustus Gloop. As they swept in, oompa loompa doo-doo-doo. No more exit row legroom for you. Oompa loompa friggity frack. We'll shove you into a seat in the back. Now you're the man sitting next to the can. Doobity-doo. I tell you that I am recording tonight's show on my iPhone. This is from my new comedy CD entitled "My Career Ended at the Actors." At least I think I'm recording. Yeah, I might have pressed the wrong button. Yeah, I might have to do this set all over again. So here's the problem. I got an iPhone, and I've had it for years, and I swear, just absolutely, I do not know how to use the thing. This is why I have adult children. I call them up and I ask them if I can get the phone to work. I call them up and then I ask them how to work the phone. Here's what, I don't know how to use it. I know one thing about the iPhone. I'm going to teach you tonight. I know how you can save $400 on an iPhone. Now, I got this iPhone. To this day, if I get 2 calls at once, I panic. I start pressing buttons at random. When I first got the phone, years ago, the first time I got 2 calls at once, I got so frustrated I ended up angrily hanging up on both calls. But I angrily hung up the old-fashioned way by slamming the phone down. Which is stupid, because when you slam an iPhone down, you get a cracked screen. So now I got a cracked screen, I got to go to the Apple store, which I hate, because I know they're going to ask me questions I don't know the answers to. So I go to the Apple store, I walk in, employee comes up to me, 14 years old. I say, I got a cracked screen. He says, very good, sir. Let me take you to the Genius Bar. Because I don't feel inadequate enough. And I got to talk to a genius. So now the genius comes up. This one's 12. This one's not even shaved. He says, sir, I can't replace your screen. Screen's connected to the phone, but for $200, I will upgrade you to the new iPhone. Now I don't even know how to use the old iPhone. So now I'm convinced I gotta have the new one. I said, let's do it. Now another genius comes over. This one's 10. There's a little girl who married James a pigtail. She comes skipping over. I said to her, give me the new one. I said, just save my contacts. That's all I ask. Save my contacts. Little girl says, can't save your contacts. You do not have enough storage space on your cloud. I don't know what the hell this means. It sounds like a poem by Yoko Ono. Give me more storage space on my cloud. Little girl says that'll be $100. So after 3 geniuses, $300. Now another genius comes up. This one's a fetus. This is a fetus. It's an embryo with a name tag and an umbilical cord. Peter says, do you have Apple Care insurance? I said, I don't know. I think I have Blue Cross. I don't know. He said, why do I need Apple Care insurance? Peter says, in case you crack the screen. I said, give me the Apple Care insurance. Peter says that'll be $100. So the 4 geniuses, 3 geniuses, 1 genius fetus, $400. I said, tell you what, let's pretend I never even walked in here. I take the phone back. I walk across the street to the drugstore. For $1.49, I get a roll of Scotch tape. I take the Scotch tape, I wrap it around the cracked screen. That's how you save $400 on an iPhone. Let's thank one more time. He's a lovely man. A great operator. Beautiful man with a big heart. And by that, of course, I mean he has an enlarged heart. Which is a serious medical condition. Mike Reese, big shot producer of The Simpsons this year. I turn on the TV next week and Krusty the Clown is doing any of these jokes, I'm going to sue your ass. Say that right now. So I'm in a new stage of my life. I'm divorced now. Well, these things happen. She's gasping. Apparently you don't read Variety. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's been a couple of years. Everything's settled down. My ex and I, we get along great. We communicate. You know, communication's very important. We call, we text. We were texting right before the show. Here, I'll read it to you. So it's the 9th of the month, and where's the check? Communication, that's what it is. So here's the weird thing about being divorced at this stage of life. You're supposed to start dating again, you know. And I haven't dated in decades, so you know, and everything's on the phone now. It's all the phone, it's all the apps and all. I was talking to a woman, and she said, "What are you on? You on Tinder, Bumble?" I said, "I'm on 2 blood thinners and an antidepressant." But here's the important thing in life. You know, the key to life, here it is. The key to happiness in life, the key to staying together as a couple. What do you think? What do you think it is? What's the bond that holds a couple together? What's the glue that holds a man and a woman together, or 2 men and 2 women, or if we're in Utah, a man and 3 women? What is it? What do you think it is? What's that? Trust is good. What else do you think it might be? Love is nice, comes and goes, but that's okay. One more guess. What do you think?
Neither one of you can afford a lawyer.
That's a very long response. Do you know this guy from the Bronx Zoo? Here's the secret to a happy life. You ready for this?
Yes.
Find someone who will put up with you.
Oh, yeah.
Find someone who puts up with you, right? You know, you put up with her, she puts up with you, and all of it. So, because this is statistically, scientifically, this is true. Married people live longer than single people. That's been absolutely scientifically proven. And happily married people live a really, really long time. But then they die simultaneously. It's a natural part of life. You've all seen this. We can talk about it. It's actually a beautiful thing when you think about it. These old married couples, married forever, you know. One of them goes, and then the other one goes right after. And it's like they can't live without each other, right?
No.
And that is true love. My grandparents were married for 72 years.
Wow.
72 years. Yeah. And then one night, my grandma just passed away. My grandfather died 10 minutes later.
Wow.
True love. Granted, in their case, it was a murder-suicide, but still.